Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. The Ukrainians, as you know, are supposedly advancing or are advancing because the Russians are retreating, but you can call it advance if the other guys are just running away. And they made some claims, the Ukrainians made some and make some claims that they liberated this and they liberated that. The fact is that at least in a part of the Russians, they crossed the Dnieper River from the west bank into on the east bank, and from the right to the left. And they will not all of them. They said that half of the Russian military forces are still in Kherson. I don't understand what's going on over there, because they said the Ukrainians and the Russians said that the bridge over the Dnieper River is blown up, so there's no more, you can't go over it. Now there are some satellite pictures over there. Indeed, it's like bong 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 bong, bye bye. There's no way, unless you're Superman, you can't do anything. And the barge that would go and cross, it's blown up, so there's no way. So what are those troops then doing over there, the Russian troops, and on the right bank of the Dnieper River? I don't know, maybe they just commit seppuku, harakiri. I don't know, we'll find out. Anyway, the Ukrainians claim that they got to the Dnieper River, so they got Kherson is theirs. They put the flags, they put the flowers, they put the ladies of the night at work, and let's go. So let's see, this article comes from Ukrainska Pravda from today, November 11th, 2022. Ukrainian armed forces liberate around 3,000 square kilometers in southern Ukraine in 24 hours. Wow, where are the Russians? Blown up or gone? The armed forces of Ukraine have liberated around 3,000 square kilometers of land in southern Ukraine over the course of the past 24 hours, and have therefore increased the total area of liberated territory tenfold. Can you believe that? Well, if they report it, we must believe it. Natalia Humenyuk, head of the Joint Press Center for Operational Command Pivden South, during the national 24/7 broadcast, claimed that. Now let's see what she says. Natalia, I'm quoting, yesterday we reported about 260 square kilometers, and today over 3,000 square kilometers have been liberated. Though there are still areas where enemy forces might linger. Just linger around. They're there, like, man, a beautiful land here. I think I'm just going to linger a little bit longer. Anyway, so on November 9th, Sergei Surovikin, the commander-in-chief of the Russian occupation forces in Ukraine, announced that Russian troops were leaving the city of Kherson. The Americans said, or the Ukrainians, I can't remember exactly which ones, but one of these guys, it doesn't really matter the source, but they said that the Russian military needs 2 weeks to evacuate the Kherson area. And this guy said on November 9th. So that's 9th, 10th, 11th. I guess it's 3 days, but I don't know if that just occurred now. But anyway, they said 2 weeks they need to evacuate or retreat or withdraw. Now this guy said, well, half of them are still over there. I don't know what's going on, but I hope they will manage to fly over or something. So he said that troops were leaving the city of Kherson. The office of the President of Ukraine said that the Ukrainian government saw no evidence that Russia would retreat from Kherson without a fight. Now the Americans, I know that for a fact, said that they saw that the Russians are moving out. They saw movements. So, but that was on the 9th. On the evening of 11th of November, which is today, over their evening, now it's morning, President Volodymyr Zelensky said that special operation forces of the armed forces of Ukraine were in Kherson. Other Ukrainian forces were on the outskirts of the city. It was another article. I just looked over its title, headline, and it said that the Ukrainian forces in Kherson reached the Dnieper River. So they are over there already. I don't know how the Russian forces are still there. I don't know. They're just linger there or something. They linger there. What the hell they're doing over there? Take pictures. I know. It's. I think that's where the front will stabilize for the next 3 months at least. I would say until February, late February. Why late February? Because the Russians started in late February. So I'm assuming that late February was a good. The weather cooperated. So March is okay. But I don't think anything will happen after this. I don't think the Ukrainians will try to cross over, go and chase the Russians. The Russians are setting defensive positions on the left bank of the Dnieper River. If you look on the maps and look at the Dnieper River or pictures, whatever you got, satellite, that's a big a mass of water. So it's not like you can swim over there. I mean, you can swim, but when you get on the other side, you're done. And it's gonna be a difficult, very difficult task to cross it. It's gonna be hard. I don't know. This is like a stabilized, how should I put it, front, because I don't see the Ukrainians wanting or being able at this point to go on the other side. And as I said, winter is coming. They will not make that move. I don't know what's going on lower in a lower south than Kherson. They said that Mykolaiv, the Ukrainians liberated Mykolaiv, the whole oblast, but one little thing over there, okay, that's another thing. Now the Ukrainians also reported that the Russians are around Bakhmut. So they were Bakhmut. There are three areas where the Russians are trying to break through, where they have offensives started, ongoing. Actually, not started. It started a long time ago. About first time I heard it was about 3 weeks ago. So I don't know if it was before that or not. But and then Adviivka. So Bakhmut and Adviivka, these two were the ones. But the Ukrainians said, well, the Russians are in Bakhmut and they might go around it, or I think they're already past that, because it came from a Ukrainian source. And as I said, like it happens, you minimize the enemy's successes and you maximize yours. So in this case, they had, they are over there, they're still fighting, but they're not successful quite. I think they're already past that, but we'll find out soon. And I don't know what exactly the Russians try to do with that. I don't know, to be honest with you. I mean, they go, winter's coming, what are you going to do? Do you have supply lines? I have to look over the map and figure out how big the front is, because you just lay like this, then it's bad. Like this, different story. All right, so we have here the Kherson issue, and supposedly they liberated 3,000 square kilometers. Good for them. We'll find out tenfold. That's a lot. In what, 24 hours or so? The Russian must be running very, very fast. Thank you very much for being, if true. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.